Namaste. Welcome, everyone. It's Anita with Empirical Grace Acupuncture Acupressure. I am streaming live from 4 channels. I am streaming live from Instagram, TikTok, as well as both our women and men's YouTube channel. So if you go to the main YouTube channel, Empirical Grace, it's become a little bit of a men's channel, really good on men's health. I feel like men need it, so it's really great. And then on our second channel, Empirical Grace, Fertility and Weight Loss on YouTube, it was really inspired for Instagram as well as TikTok. So please join us on all the platforms. Really quick bio while we're waiting for other people to join on in. Had a little trouble logging on to the I've been filming all day, I'm sorry, to the main YouTube channel this morning. But also, I've been doing acupressure for 25 years. I treated so many different, ran a free clinic. So I've treated pro athletes, NFL players, NBA players. I've also treated US Olympians. So I'm, an expert in the field. I've treated over 100,000 patients. And if you don't know this about me, all the monetization money from all the videos go towards funding 2 future free clinics, one near Hyderabad, India, and another one in Washington, D.C. So know when you're watching our videos or you decide to buy our beautiful malas. We have malas that my family makes and also hand makes, as well as are blessed, and you get a handwritten note. It's semi-precious stones as well as brass, and then you can wear it, you can use it to help bring about what you need. There's lots of different colors. If you go to the Etsy shop, you can see it. Also, we've got books. It took me 2 years to write these books. We have a men's book, a weight loss book. We also have a women's book and so forth. And then we have wonderful socks. Lots of different socks here. So we have socks on pain, and we also have socks on weight loss, women's health. We also have socks on, skin and hair. And then we also have a men's health sock, which is really cool. So each of the socks, we'll just do the pain management sock. For example, if you can see, I'm showing on all the platforms, you can tell is that it actually tells you where to press. So like you all asked me on the lives about ringing in the ear. So put the sock on and you don't have to go search for my videos. It tells you where right to press. Also, that it has really good points for anxiety, and there's points on the back and front of the sock as well as on the ankle. So you can just go right where you need to go and press. It just says, back pain, diarrhea, constipation, just press that instead of trying to find the point and then do that. All right, all good. So we've got 500 people here on TikTok. We're going to do 20 minutes of acupressure. I hope you all spent the day with your mamas, wishing her a happy Mother's Day. I know I did. That's why I was a little late getting onto the live, doing my best to do more lives. My goal is to educate all of you to do 20 minutes of acupressure. All these lives are saved on both YouTube channels, so you have no excuse to join on in. Acupressure is so fantastic because it releases serotonin. Serotonin is really helpful because it can help you if you're anxious, if it can help you if you're sad. It can also help you if you're trying to lose weight. Now, remember, the body, there's only so much hormone. If you have cortisol, then you have insulin resistance, cortisol belly. If you're struggling with that in the bedroom, gentlemen, it can help you to sleep, which can improve nitric oxide and testosterone. Ladies, cortisol too can not only be a wonderful effect for our belly, being sarcastic here, but it can also mess with our cycles and period, and it can get in the way of fertility, right? So these points are meant to be self-care, helping you to be in a better place, to help your doctor and help yourself along the way. Self-care, get 20 minutes of it done. I don't care if you do it a few minutes, a few times a day, or if you are doing 20 minutes in one setting. A lot of people message me and they're like, I'm going to do 20 minutes in the morning. Go for it. So just get the acupressure in 20 minutes a day. All right, let's do it. So what we're going to do is, let's see, I'm trying to think what is the best to get you really relaxed today. All right, we're going to spice it up a little bit. So today we're going to do Heart 8 and PC 8. So if you have the little man or the little woman, Adam and Anna, as I call them, is the heart right here. So it's going to be calming the mind and the heart. And of course, work with your cardiologist. These are self-care. So we're going to go ahead and acupress just like this on both hands for the next minute. We've already done about 15 seconds. See how easy this is? I like this point a lot because this can really just help you focus. This can really help energize you. This can just ground you. If you're having a tough day, day, this is really good. Also, the palm of the hand represents the tummy. So, if you've ever heard that 20% of your, not 20%, almost all your serotonin is in your gut. So that's that feeling when you have a job interview or you're having a finals exam that your tummy feels out of sorts, or you're going having diarrhea. This is just a really nice way to help that connection between the mind and also your tummy. So I really like this because I feel really nice and calm and relaxed. And a lot of you write to me about anxiety. This is a pattern that I see. So many of us struggle with anxiety and sadness, and that affects cortisol. And then that can have an effect on blood sugar, blood pressure. It can have an effect on weight gain. It can have an effect on regular periods. It can have effect for gentlemen in the bedroom. So this is really the reality of stuff. More and more research is showing this. So I'm here to educate and get you guys 20 minutes of acupressure. If you can do that, then I've done my goal in my career of helping everybody. So we're going to start off with that. And then next that we're going to do, this may be a little complicated for all of you, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to go from yin tong to the temple, along the jawline, all the way up. The reason why I like this protocol is that this is a really good point to helping with the blood pressure, and of course, in addition to your doctor's recommendations. So the blood pressure points are right here. And then this is the insulin resistance point. Now, remember, if cortisol goes up, so do cortisol spikes go up, so does the lack of, like the ability for the body to take up that insulin or produce that insulin, right? So it messes with your blood sugar. So this, these 2 points are so good, but I can tell you more specifics on what it can help you with. So everybody do this with me. Again, when you do these points, I want you to breathe in from your nose. Everybody breathe in from your nose, not your mouth, and also your lower abdomen. This is going to help also produce nitric oxide, which is going to help with hormone. It's going to also help with blood sugar and blood pressure. It can also help you with metabolism. This is also really, really good. So everybody do this with me for the next, we've already done, see how sneak I this on you. So let me educate you as to where each specific point can help you. Yin Tong can help with anxiety, sadness, trauma. This is also a great point for thyroid, FSH, LH, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. Also, if you're having heavy weight gain due to being in menopause, this is a good protocol. I also like this protocol because everybody struggles with some type of jaw pain. I think the more I treat, the more I realize how much people clench their teeth, right? And so this can relax the jaw to help you chew your foods better, which will help with metabolism. So this is also a really nice thing to do before bedtime. And then this protocol right here helps with blood pressure, which is also can be pushed up because of anxiety and cortisol, right? So this is also a nice protocol. Not to mention we're getting the sinuses and also allergies, the ethmoid, sphenoid, frontal and maxillary sinuses by doing this. And then this protocol is really nice because it can help you with pooping, too little pooping, too much pooping, water metabolism. Also can help you with indigestion, colitis, gastritis. So this is also a really nice protocol to end with this. Also, a lot of gentlemen struggle with nasal passageways, breathing for that nitric oxide. So doing this protocol can open up the nasal passageways and help with breathing, helping with nitric oxide. So this is also a really nice protocol to do. See how easy? So we're going to go from yin tong, go around right here, and then go around right here, and then go around right here. So really good stuff. Just want to mention on the acupressure socks too, we have really good points that show you, again, it just lays it out like to help with constipation, to also help with diarrhea, to also help with headaches and migraines, also can help, there's points on the back that can help you with anxiety and so forth. Like I laid it all out. A lot of people like, and also you can use the sock on your hand and it applies the same way. So if you use the sock on the hand, the point that's right here can also help you with back and neck pain. So it's really, use it as a glove too. Okay, and all the proceeds go towards the free clinic. All right, next protocol that we're going to do is we're going to do the top of the head, and we're going to couple this with another point. So where's my derm roller? If I can find my derm roller, I still need to get better organized with all of these tools to help you all along the way. Of course, I say that, and every day I don't get to it. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and go back to the top. So everybody, if you don't have these tools, it's okay. Use your fingers, not a problem. If you want the tools, you go to the Acupressure link. The link in the bio under Acupressure devices. It's got all the tools, mostly from Amazon. Try to keep it under $10 for all of you because I know how the economy is. So this is a great thing that you can do to help calm the body, to ground the body. This can help bring blood flow to the lower body. And also, as you do this point, this can also help you prevent hair loss, right? So see, preventing hair loss is related to stress and grounding. And if you happen to have hair loss, which I did a couple years ago, is you can get a derm roller, also in the link in the bio, and you can use batana oil, you can use rosemary oil, you can play around or use both. And then wherever you're having the bald spot, you can acupress along there after you apply the oil for a couple minutes before you go to bed. In about 4 to 6 weeks, you get new hair growth. So you had a bald spot here, and I think it's pretty good. Still need to do a little bit more acupressure. Also, the derm roller is really good because it stimulates basal cell growth, which that means is that, you know, you can also use this to help you to look a little younger. So it's not just for your face, I mean, for your hair, it's also for your face. Really good stuff that you can do. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do an ear protocol because I'm gonna chill all of you out. I'm gonna let you all have a really good night's sleep, and we'll end with a really good sleep point because it's Sunday night. Nobody Sunday blues tonight. And so we're gonna go ahead and use this ear model and also the books. Oh no, man down. Also the books have really good models on the ear. It essentially has this in the book. It's really cool. I don't want to take time away from the live and show you the book, but it really has all the models in there. And I've used this to death. So I think it's time for me to get a new acupressure pen. Also in the link in the bio, but all good. Here, if I can't do this in the next, second, then we'll use a different one. But this right here, we're going to do this one right here. This gets to all the different meridians in the body. So let's go ahead and use this. I'm going to put my hair up so you can kind of see what I'm doing. But, you know, basically get to the zone. We are in good shape. So really good. Do you know Phil McCracken? No, I do not. No, I do not. I don't know if that one's meant to be a joke, but I do not. So we're going to go ahead and acupress just like this. Ooh, this feels amazing. This can balance out the entire body. So this is also a really nice way. I like this protocol, especially for my patients who I get referrals from doctors who say, okay, I ran the test, not sure what's going on. Do whatever you need to do to help my patient, right? This is a great protocol to help if you're trying to regulate a period and you have PCOS, if you're trying to do IUI, IVF, you're going through the normal means of trying to have a baby, you're not quite sure what's going. This is really nice protocol because it balances out all the hormones. If you have unexplained weight gain, this is a nice protocol, gentlemen. If you're struggling and you have, you know, low amounts of testosterone or you have low libido, this can be a really good protocol. Women, if you are struggling in menopause and you have unexplained weight gain or you're just feeling out of sorts, if you just had a baby and you're feeling out of sorts, then this is also a really good protocol. I like this protocol because I also get to sleep really, really good with this protocol. So this is a fantastic protocol that you can do. Remember, you can do the acupressure points as long as you want, but at minimum, I want you to get about 20 minutes of acupressure in a day. How does acupressure work? The mechanism of action is that acupressure releases endorphins, and also serotonin. These are neurotransmitters, right? So there's a mirror imaging process that has been basically confirmed through MRI research, and it takes those points through the brain and the spinal cord to that area to help balance out the body. That's how it works. So it's really, really good. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling really good. Those were great points. So, thank you for the donation. It goes towards the free clinic. So we're going to do another protocol, and then we're going to do a sleep point. And I do have a call to take in a little bit. So I want to make sure I wrote down all my notes downstairs for the call. So really good because I have products coming out and I have to talk to someone overseas. So really good. All right, then the next thing that we're going to do, don't have one of those acupressure sticks, what to use? Oh yeah, if you don't have an acupressure stick, not a problem. You can use a pen or a pencil or your finger, or you can use you can go ahead and also use like a Q-tip. everybody has a Q-tip, right? You can get them at the dollar store, right? So all good. So next protocol we're going to do, we don't want to do this point if you're pregnant because the hand points also represent the uterus. So it's too stimulating to the baby. So don't do this if you're pregnant. By the way, I believe this is one of the best points for men. I've seen my male patients do this really well. Oh, thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate it. And so what we're going to do, don't do this if you're pregnant, is we're going to do this. Everybody put down your phones and do this. You're going to really thank me for doing this. This is such a smart protocol because remember, in Chinese medicine, fist on top of fist, the hand represents the head. It represents the back. It represents the shoulder. It represents the shoulder blade. It represents the hip. It also represents, it also represents the low back. It can also represent sciatica. It can also represent the legs and so forth. It represents the entire body. Remember this mirror image? It represents the entire body. Really good question about double chin. Double chin. You know, one of the things that I have noticed is definitely moisturize, but you can also try an exfoliant brush, and then you can also brush it down like this. And this brush exfoliates skin and also helps with fat deposits. I've really seen really good stuff. And this is also a form of lymphatic drainage. So dry brushing could be that. You can use oils with it, or you can just do like dry brushing. So if you're struggling with the double chin, of course, you know, weight can come off the face. It definitely can. You can do dry brushing, or you can also use a gua sha tool. Gua sha, where's my gua sha tools? They're all hidden. See, I need to get really organized for these lives. I'm sorry. So a gua sha tool, this is not quite a gua sha tool, but you can also use a gua sha tool. But the dry brush feels really good on the neck. So you can try that. You can also do. We'll do sleep at the very end. Hang tight. So we're going to acupress just like this. This is a fantastic protocol. Just don't do it if you're pregnant. So yes, you can also, we have a video coming out on sinuses, but you can also do this for sinuses. Just don't do this if you're pregnant. Don't do it if you're pregnant. This fantastic protocol for headaches, migraines. This is great for sinus trouble, allergies, also a toothache. This can help with shoulder pain, upper back pain, scapular pain. This can also help with spinal pain. This can also help you with sciatica down the legs. It can also help you with hip pain, coccyx pain, also sacrum pain. This is also really good for helping with all over discomfort. This can also help you with foot pain. This is such a smart protocol. If you're struggling with pain, then consider this protocol. Also, if you're struggling with tummy issues, so many of us do. If you're struggling with gastritis, indigestion, Crohn's disease, IBS, if you're having a toothache, this is a really nice protocol. You can do it before every meal, can help settle the stomach, and can also help you improve pooping too, can help you if you're having diarrhea and a constipation. That's the beautiful thing. The mirror image is the colon, so it can just balance the colon out wherever it needs to do. So this is a fantastic protocol. I like this protocol for gentlemen. It just seems to work really well on my gents. So this is a really good protocol. How much pressure? I get this question a lot. You can do as little pressure or as much pressure as you want. I haven't honestly seen a therapeutic difference for each. So do what's comfortable for you to help you along the way. And so really good stuff. Okay, let me also do a nice protocol for sleep. It is Sunday night. I'm sure all of you want to get a good night's sleep. For how long you can do, I want you to get 20 minutes of acupressure in. If it means you do it in the morning, then you get your, I have some patients, not patients, you're not my patients because I haven't done an intake on you individually, but I have some followers who message me and say they do 20 minutes in the morning. And I think that's phenomenal. What I personally do is I do a few minutes every hour. So if I'm in a meeting, after I end my meeting, I do like 2 minutes of acupressure, do my next meeting. It just grounds me, helps me redirect and focus and keeps my body in a really good place. Or you can also do it at nighttime. I don't care if you do like 20, you can never get enough acupressure. So if you do 20 minutes in the morning, in the evening, and a couple times throughout the day, that's, oh my gosh, you're going to help yourself so much. So do what's right for you. But 20 minutes minimum. All right, let's do sleep because it's Sunday night and we all want really good sleep. I'm going to do this protocol. This is going to help. You guys know, oh, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. So this right here is the peace sign, right? Everybody knows the peace sign. So you're going to take the peace sign and you're going to cup the ear. So I want you to acupress just like this. This is fantastic. I like this protocol a lot because it's going to make you sleep. Remember the loop, right? Melatonin turns into serotonin, melatonin. So that loop, right? If we get that loop right and we don't destroy it with cortisol, because cortisol will make the insulin make the serotonin go down, because it's going to strip it. It's going to make it down. Then the melatonin, then you're not going to sleep well. You're not going to poop right. You're going to have that weight gain. Gentlemen are not going to get their testosterone, nitric oxide. So serotonin, melatonin, we got to get that loop going. So the way that you can do it, this is such a good sleep point. So we're going to go ahead and acupress just like this. I like this protocol because it's also going to help you with cravings, whether it's alcohol. I would say with cravings, you need to work with your medical doctor, no buts and about, or support group. Absolutely work with your medical doctor or mental health expert or support groups. But these protocols can help. They absolutely can. So if you're struggling with cravings, like trying to quit smoking or trying to quit vaping, or you're struggling with carb and also sugar cravings, right? Carbs turn into sugar and all that. These are great protocols. This you can help to sleep and prepare for the next day, for not only having a restful sleep, which turns into your mind being repaired, but also the next day helping yourself with not having as many cravings. Like, you see the loop, right? So if you don't sleep well, then your mind isn't going to be where it needs to be. Then you're going to crave the bad stuff more. But of course, this can be an effective protocol along with your doctor's recommendations. So take the peace sign, lay in bed, and acupress this. This is going to help you so much. And I've done my job helping you along the way. I do have a call overseas. I'm trying to release some products, so I do have to go in a minute. But everybody, it's my job to educate and help you get 20 minutes of acupressure. Work with your medical doctor. These are in addition to your doctor's recommendations. And know that my monetization money, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, goes towards funding 2 future free clinics, one near Hyderabad, India, another one in Washington, D.C. We have these beautiful malas that are handmade by my family in India. They're blessed in India. They're semi-precious stones, and then they also have brass right here. So we can, if you want them, they're on the Etsy store. So, I personally ship them out. And then we also have these socks, a pain sock, a women's health sock, a skin and hair sock. Also, we have a weight loss sock and also a men's health sock. And again, we'll use the skin and hair sock, right? So it shows you right here for hair loss prevention. It says hair loss prevention. You put the sock on and you press in that spot. So you don't have to go through all my videos. It's there for you. And then also the books. The books are digital. So I just happen to print them out for my own reference as I'm doing the lives, but they are right here. It took me 2 years to put all my best stuff in here. They're digital products, so you get them right away. So do consider that. All the proceeds go towards the free clinic. I really hope next year I can open doors, if not end of this year. If you want to see a free clinic that I've done, go to the main YouTube channel under Empirical Grace. Under the playlist TV appearances, you see a documentary at a free clinic that I did in my late 20s. All right, you guys. Love you all so much. Get the acupressure in. And if I have a little energy, I'll come back on a little later tonight. And if not, I'll come back on tomorrow, definitely. For all the mothers, happy Mother's Day. Love you all. See you soon. Bye.